So let's talk about the 3 simple methods that you can use to track and measure your body fat percentage as a man or woman watching this. The first one is you can use body fat percentage charts. Now I'm going to flash this up on your screen for both men and women. You'll see that these charts are a good guide if you want to estimate your body fat percentage without spending any money going and buying a caliper, which we'll talk about next, or going and getting a DEXA scan, which we'll talk about as well. So on your screen right now is a body fat percentage chart, and I'll show the one for men first, and then we'll get to the women afterwards. So you'll see that this is a pretty good guide which you can use to estimate what your body fat percentage is now. Because as I've already mentioned in a previous video, that it's essential as step number 1, remember, that you need to bring your body fat percentage down. You need to reduce your body fat percentage if you want abs or deltoids or calves or external obliques, or the serratus muscles, whatever it is you want exposed so people can see it, you need to bring your whole body fat percentage down. Remember, it's not about targeted fat loss, it's about whole body fat loss. We need to bring it down. We need to reduce your body fat percentage. Before we do that, it's good to know where you are right now, right? Before we can figure out where it is you want to go, which is you want a 6-pack, that's why you sign up to this course, to figure out how to get one, but we need to establish where you are now. So have a look at the chart on your screen as a man, and you'll see, and I'll just use my phone because I've got the chart on my phone and I'm referencing that, is that we've got super lean, top left-hand corner, the guy's a bodybuilder, 3 to 4% body fat, right? Competing, getting ready for a competition, getting ready to get on stage as a bodybuilder, 3 to 4% body fat. And the next one is 6 to 7% body fat, which again is competition levels of body fat. He's probably bodybuilding or probably doing physique. And then the next one is 10 to 12% body fat, which is probably more fitness model level, right? And then as we move down through the rows, we've got 15, 20, 25, and so on and so forth. So if you're watching this as a guy and you're like, well, I'm definitely 40% and above. If you're, in that bottom row, like if you're in the so if you're from 20%, 25% onwards as a guy, then, you absolutely need to bring your body fat percentage down. If you bring your body fat percentage down, then you'll get to see your abs. So this is just a rough guide. Now, this chart is not accurate. You might get to, as a guy watching this, you might be 35% body fat now, you might be 40% body fat now or above, and you might get to 15%, and then you might look at this chart and go, I look nothing like that guy in the photo. And the reason being is because, we're just looking at body fat percentage alone. The chart, these guys look the way they do at these body fat percentages because they have a certain amount of underlying muscular development. So for example, if you are, 6 to 7% body fat as a guy and you've never lifted a dumbbell in your life, you're not going to look like the guy at the very top there in the middle at 6 to 7% body fat. This guy, 6 to 7% body fat, he trains a lot. And if you've never picked up a dumbbell, if you've never done a squat in your life, you'll not look like that at 6 to 7% body fat. You just won't. You'll be smaller, but you won't be defined, you won't be ripped, you'll be unimpressed. It'd be like that photograph that I showed you before, and I'm gonna flash it back up on your screen again. That was me, low levels of body fat, no definition to show for, okay? So remember we talked about step number 1, you gotta bring your body fat percentage down. Step number 2, you need to lift heavy things, right? Otherwise you're not gonna have that underlying muscular development. So this chart is a good guide. Doesn't cost anything. It's up on your screen. I'll flash it back up again. Take a snapshot of that. Use your phone, take a snapshot of it, or you can go to my website and you can download this chart from my website as well. And you can use it as a guide. Now for women, because I know ladies are super keen, right? We'll get to the ladies now. Now the ladies, you'll see that we have the bodybuilding woman, top left-hand corner, who has a six-pack. Most women don't want the six-pack look. So they will slide across and are quite happy at 15 to 17%. So if you have a look, 15 to 17% in the photo looks quite good. She looks quite toned, she's not overdeveloped, she's not too hard, and so that looks like a more achievable target. And it is, 15 to 17% body fat is definitely more achievable and is definitely more maintainable as well. So remember, at 10 to 12% body fat as a female, you're getting to a stage where you're getting ready for the competition and your levels of body fat which are not sustainable, and you'd only sustain them for the competition and then you'd bounce back out of that again and put on some more body fat. But again, same thing applies with women. If you haven't got that underlying muscular development, you're not going to look like, the girl at 15 to 17% body fat, which by the way, these women at 10, 12%, 15 to 17% body fat, probably, and I would say most likely, 99% certain, they're lifting very heavy weights. This is a good guide. Now, as a woman, if you're watching this and you're at 45% or any body fat percentage that you are not happy with, for example, you might look at this and go, well, I'm 30% or I'm 25%, and I just want to get down to 15, 17, 18, 19, 20% body fat. Fantastic. Use this chart as a guide. But don't expect that when you get to 17% and you don't look like the girl in the middle at the top, that you're going to get upset. Remember, you need that underlying muscular development as well to look like the girl in the photo. So 17, 15, 16, 17, 9 to up to 19% body fat for a woman is what women would classify as a nice toned physique that is definitely achievable and certainly maintainable. But the only way to get there is through correct dieting. So nutrition, remember step 1, bring your calories down on a meal plan using MyNet Diary or MyFitnessPal. I talk about this in Meal Planning Mastery. If you go to my website, go and check it out, Meal Planning Mastery, right? You'll get there if you follow a meal plan like I do, like these women do. And for guys, I'm going to quickly flash back to your thing for just a moment. For guys, you can quite easily get down to 10, 12, 13% body fat and be happy. I was maintaining my body fat percentage at around 12, 13% body fat, and I had a physique like that guy there, similar, not exactly the same, but similar to him. And I was very happy maintaining that. A lot of guys are happy with like 10, 11, 12, 13% body fat, provided you've got that underlying muscle as well, remember? And sort of 6, 7, 8% just becomes a little bit too difficult to maintain. Right now, I'm sitting at about 8.3% body fat. Right now, drop the camera. This is 8.3% body fat. Now, that's what it looks like on me, right? 8.3% body fat. And, for guys, remember, if you want that complete picture, the serratus muscles really start showing up at sub 10% body fat. So you'll see on the chart on your screen, this guy has a lot of muscular development, 10 to 12% body fat. He has the serratus development and the external obliques as well. A lot of guys don't have that at 10, 12% body fat. I didn't have a serratus development at 10 to 12% body fat. So this guy, he's been lifting heavy weights for a while. So he's got very nice underlying muscular development, in my opinion. And so remember, you need to lift heavy weights. You need to do direct ab and core training exercises to build out that muscle, to build out the serratus muscles, to build out the abs and so forth. So this is a guide only. The second one I will talk about is the Akey Measure 3000. This is a simple caliper. You can actually buy this off my website, and then we'll go through to Amazon. Now, I've put this up on my website for sale. This is an authentic Akey Measure 3000, super cheap to buy, it's like $20 or something like that. I've been using this for years, and it costs $20, costs nothing. And be careful, because there's the authentic one, and then there's the fake one that's getting around as well. The one on my website is authentic, This is the authentic one. So this is very simple to use. I'm not going to explain how to use it in detail in this video. I'm actually going to supplement. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to measure with this. But very quickly, this is what it looks like. So we have a scale, inches, millimeters, and we have a slider right here. And then we've got a notch where that clicks into, if you can see that. And so you're essentially holding it like this, and then what happens, this is the skin, for example, that clicks. And when that clicks, you release the pressure, like that. I'll quickly show you. I'll spend 30 seconds, but then I'll show you the video after, and I'll go into a full demonstration. So essentially, you want to pick an area, the right side of your body, and you want to pick it around here, and you set the scale like this. You grab a decent amount of skin, and the fat that we're measuring is directly below the skin, and it's above the muscle. So that's where most of our fat is stored. So then we do this until we hear it click, and then we measure it. Now, today I'm measuring 8, and I'll explain why in just a moment. So again, I'm going to measure this. I'll drop the camera back down again. Sorry about this. And 8. And 8. I'm going to explain this in just a moment. 8. 8. So what we're doing is we're grabbing a caliper measure of the suprailiac site, belly button, about 1.5 inches above our hip bone, and it's around this area. And it doesn't matter if it's not precise, just grab around this area on an angle downwards in line with your belly button. Set this up, pinch, take a decent amount of skin with fat, hear it click, stop, and it's 8. What I do is I take several of these samples and then I take the average. But in this case, I've been measuring 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Now, last week, when I last did this, I was measuring 6. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Today I'm measuring 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Something happened yesterday which I haven't mentioned to you. I knew that this would blow out, and this is a very important piece of learning for you right now, because if you don't understand how to use this, your results are going to be inaccurate. What happened yesterday is I had a high carb day because I'm getting ready for a competition in 6 weeks from now. On my meal plan, I am to have 300, 350 grams of carb on a high carb day. I had about 350, probably close to 400 grams of carbs yesterday. That's a lot of carbs. So what happens is if you have too many carbs, and I'm going a little bit of a tangent, but I'm going to come back to the punchline in just a second. If you have too many carbs, your glycogen will fill in your muscles and then will start to overflow. So what they call spillover. So what I've got is what they call carb spillover or carbohydrate spillover. It's where your muscles can no longer absorb glycogen and water, because when you take in carbohydrate, your body you need also more hydration as well. So what happens is you've got this glycogen and this water, which is not absorbed by the muscle. It kind of sits in between the muscle and the skin. So you have this kind of really soft look. And so it's actually, if that's really soft, I know you probably can't see the difference, but I know my physique very well. This is very soft. And what that is that glycogen and the water hasn't been drawn into the muscle cell, and so it's overflowing. And so I have this very soft physique. Even though I've got my 6-pack and whatever, what happens is that this is going to reflect on a reading on the caliper. And so I've literally gone from 6 to 8 in literally just by having a high carb meal. So when you're using this is the punchline. When you're using the Akey Measure 3000 or any pinch and inch, make sure it's not the day after you have a cheat meal, not the day after you go to a restaurant and have a meal that is full of sodium or full of salt, because you're going to retain more water and it's going to throw this out. Now, I know I've picked a really bad time to do a course about having a six-pack because I'm actually very bloated today. Like I have that spillover, as I mentioned. I'm still cut, I'm still lean, but this will pass by tomorrow. It takes about 2 to 3 days to flush excess glycogen out of the system that might be hanging around between the muscle and the skin. So make sure when you use this, it's, middle of the week, Wednesday, right? And you do it first thing in the morning and you do it before you go to the gym, right? I've already been to the gym. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon and yesterday was a high carb day. So I've picked the wrong time to use this right now, but I'm doing it as a demonstration only so I can show you how to use it. And I just need you to be aware, middle of the week, and before you go to the gym, first thing in the morning, keep the variables the same, measure the same spot, and use the chart. So once you have that measurement here, then you'll go to the chart, which this comes with the chart. If you buy this from my website, it comes sent to you with a chart. And there's one chart for men, one chart for women. Make sure you get that right. And otherwise it's going to be different. And that's all you do. And then that's all. I'm going to leave that at that. I'm going to discuss more about this in another video. The third thing I want to mention real quick, the third way you can measure your body fat percentage is more expensive. It's the DEXA scan, D-E-X-A. I'll throw up on your screen. It's an X-ray machine. It scans your entire body and will tell you exactly how much body fat you have, how much muscle you have. It'll tell you how much lean mass you have or how much muscle you have in your left arm, your right arm, your left leg. It is very detailed. Usually costs about $70 from a clinic. It is expensive, but I do suggest that you get one before you start a weight loss program and after you finish a weight loss program, so you can compare the before and after. And so, as I said, you'll get a report. I'll throw this up on your screen. I had this DEXA scan done probably about 3 weeks ago. It was like literally 2 days before I stepped on the stage for my first ever competition on the 5th of March. So that I had that scan done, I think on the 3rd of March or the 2nd of March, 2017. And you'll see that I was 8.3% body fat. Now, I am still about 8.3% body fat, even though I'm retaining more water now, which of course, it's just water weight, not fat mass. So DEXA scans is what you can get done as well. Go to Google, type in DEXA scan in your local area, see what comes up. $70, it's worth it. Get it as a once-off, as a bit of education for yourself. So quickly wrap this up. You have the body fat percentage charts, which you can use as a guide, man or woman, and use it as a guide only. You can use the Akey Measure 3000, which I've been using for years. Make sure you buy the authentic one. If you want, you can buy it off my website directly. And I sell these off my website. And our third option is you can go and get a DEXA scan done, which is more expensive, but it will give you a more accurate, complete picture of what is going on with your physique, how much muscle you have, how much fat you have. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you very much for watching. It's a little bit longer than usual. I hope you got some value from it, and I'll see you in another video.